Hello and welcome to episode 197. Getting closer to that 200 mark. Right, for this video it's going to be a very wet one. There's a bit of a break in the weather that's allowed me to get the camera out. But we are at Four Ponds Fishery down in Devon, which is just near Shillingford.
We are in Shillingford.
Shillingford, yeah. So, never been here before. Craig, stroke Matty.
Straight back to Craig, stroke Matty.
Yeah. But, yeah, Craig's been here before. I haven't. He told me about this place, said it's a nice pretty little place.
Yeah.
And it sure is. It's a nice little pit. We're on the Specimen Lake. It's about an acre, maybe slightly just over an acre. 6 swims. I'm in peg 4.
Yeah.
You're in peg
5.
5. If you can see, I'm just there, so not too far away. I'm not actually fishing yet, but you are, aren't you? Well, yeah. Craig got here before me, so he's already fishing. I've still got to do everything yet. Got a bit of a tan, mate. Just had an holiday, haven't you?
I have. Oh, talking of holidays.
Oh.
Got you a little present.
Oh, hello. This looks a bit kind of
It's to go with your van slash camper van.
Right. All the way from Menorca.
Yep.
Oh my good God. It's a Willy with a VW camper van on it, and it's a bottle opener.
I thought go well hanging up in there.
Thank you very much.
I thought you'd enjoy it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just only use it for opening bottles, please.
Right. Anyway, like I said, I've still got a few things to do.
Tactics wise, what are you doing?
Right. Tactics. First, I thought I'd start with the classic fresh mint. And then later into the session, I thought I'd mix it up a bit and move on to the cherry cola. So that's my tactics for the session. You say
Tactics, not tic-tacs.
Oh.
Bit embarrassing.
Oh. Let's go fishing. Right guys, first thing I want to do at a new venue is find the features. When I rocked up here, Darren Uriner was telling me in my swim there's a bar, and also, if you can see on that right hand margin behind me, there's an aerator. I can't see it. Oh, there it is, just behind me. He said if you aim towards the aerator, he said somewhere out there there's a little hard spot that's worth fishing. So right, first thing I'm going to try and find the bar that's out in front of me, because he said it's worth having one rod on top of the bar. One, there's a break in the weather. That's the first mark I'm going to try and find. Yeah, definitely felt some out there, but I'm not sure if I cast far enough, and I think I might have just caught this side edge of it. So let's try going out a bit further and try to find the back of the bar. Smooth it. Yeah, feel the front edge or the back edge of it. Craig did say he's fished this one before, and he did say you'll know when you find it because it's quite a prominent judder on the rod tip. Right, I think that's it. Yeah, that must be it there. Right, put the rod back into 45-degree angle as if I finished the cast, wind back down to the wound up, lead back down to the float, and now I've got that right, that should land with a firm donk now. Yep. Right, the rain's getting heavier again, so I'm going to carry on looking for me marks and put the camera away. Right then guys, another quick break in the rain. Right, the bar out there, which will be my middle rod, exactly 5 wraps. So I think I can just about make that cast. During that bit of rain we just had, I just put a bit of bait on that, just 2 catapults. And then while we had that bit of rain, I found my mark, what will be my right hand rod. The marker float is still out there, I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, have a little zoom in for you. There you go. So that is just under 7 wraps. It's about a foot short of 7 wraps. Nice little gravel hard spot. Didn't take a lot of work to find it because Darren had already told me about that spot. So he did say aim towards the aerator. Well, it's a bit right to the aerator, so yeah, found it. Nice little gravel hard spot. So that'll be the right hand rod. Left hand rod, I probably won't search for anything too much. There's an outlet in between me and the next swim, and what I'll probably do is I'll probably just fish that margin, to be fair, next to that outlet. What I'll probably do is just walk down the rod, place the rod, sort of, you know, just drop it by hand, and then sort of walk the rod back to my swim. Right, I'm going to go round to my right hand margin and chuck a bit of bait in over that float, and then once I've done that, I can actually start rigging up then and actually get fishing. Alright guys, like I say, I'm not going to show you looking for the left rod because I'm not going to do any leading around, but you can see this tree just to the left of my swim, and where I'm going to fish is probably about another rod length past that tree, which is where the outlet is. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to go around, just drop the rig down and then walk the rod back sort of round under that tree, nice and stealthy like. Right guys, we are now all rigged up. So for this session I thought I'd go for the old IQD rig. Any particular reason the IQD rig, you may ask? Not really, just thought it's a rig I haven't used for a while, why not? So well, I say IQD rig, it's IQD rig but incorporating the old Corda D-rig kickers, because with my old sausage fingers and eyesight going, I'm not very good at tying the D, so that little bit of kit makes it nice and easy. Whole hook length I suppose is about 6 inches, anti-tangle boom, little sinker in the middle there, and the hook bait is the it's not very good light, having to film in here because it's still raining. There we go, beaten iron wafters, yellow again, why not? I've got no other information to go on. So when Darren told me about the spots, it saved me having to use my watercraft. I didn't really ask him about what rigs, bait, colours works best. He just put me onto the spots, and then that's kind of shortcutted a lot of like the kind of looking out for where I need to fish. But time is getting on, it's 5 o'clock in the evening already and I haven't even put the rods out yet. It's still raining, so as you can probably hear, so not going to be able to film the rods going out because obviously that's me phone, by the way. I still get people all the time asking me what's that noise. It's only me phone. But yeah, as you can hear, it's still raining and obviously the camera's not going to come out in the rain, so yeah, I'll get the rods out in a minute and then whenever I can film some I will. I put a bit of bait on that left hand rod, that's down here in the margin, that's the only rod I've not actually put any bait on yet. The other two rods I've only baited up with a boilie so far. This is a bit of a boilie and pellet mix that I had left over from the last session at Aspen Lake. There we go, just the 1 handful will do on that one. So all 3 rods have been baited up with a slightly different amount of bait. I've obviously just seen that was only one handful. The middle rod that's on that bar, I baited up with 2 pouches of boilies in the catapult, and then the right hand rod that's over on that tree line got baited up with 3 pouches of boilies with a catapult. So they've all had a slightly different amount of bait, just to kind of, you know, judge what's the best one. Obviously if it's a left hand rod, then I've put too much bait on the right hand rod already. Once it's in, I can't take it out. But what's done is done. But anyway, so yeah, we're fishing now, finally. Bit of that now. Oh guys, still raining, and obviously by the lack of nighttime footage, absolutely nothing has happened. Just been round and seen Craig too. You can just about see his bivvy over there behind the reeds, kind of above my right hand rod there. Yeah, he's not even had a knock. I've had a little bit more than that, where I had quite a big liner on the middle rod, the rod that's sitting on the bar. But yeah, that is, oh, I don't know if you can see there, Greg's just chucking some bait in. But yeah, nothing's happened, it's still raining, so yeah, I think I'm going to have some breakfast in a minute, and then think about maybe some different tactics, because nothing's worked up to now. Right then guys, this is a bit of a weird lake, this one, because I don't think the fish know what season it is. I think these fish think it's bloody late spring, early summer, because because they're all on the surface, and Craig's just chucked a bit of bread in and they're taking it. If you can see out there, I might have the branches in the way of this tree here, but these fish are actually feeding. Oh, it's around your tip eye.
Yeah.
So yeah, these fish are actually feeding off the surface. Don't these fish know it's mid-October and they should be on the deck by now? So Craig's just re-rigged one of his rods to free line. So well, you put some bread on to begin with, didn't you? But the bread was a bit soft to stay on the hook. So what have you got on now?
Just a pop-up.
Oh, right. There you go, guy. Can you see that on the surface? Just under these branches here. There you go. Literally at the end of Craig's rod tip here, fish has come up and took a bit of bread. It's mid-October, for Christ's sake. Fish don't normally feed on the surface this time of year. There's another fish, just got a camera shot I think, just under here. Just taking another bit of bread. And do you know what's mental? I've only just recently, in the last week, tidied out the back of my van, and I had half a bag of dog biscuits in the back of my van that's been sat in there for months, I only just cleared them out last week and binned them because I thought, well, they're not going to be needed anymore. How wrong was I? So, I don't know how well you can see on camera, guys, but just round here there are feeding fish. Let's take the old camera off the tripod and see if I can actually zoom in into some of these fish. Right then guys, now back in my own swim. Craig's just run into the shops to go and get some more bread, because all he had with him was a couple of bread rolls from what he has with his soup, and now that has all gone into the lake, so he's just off to go and get a loaf. I, on the other hand, are just going to have another quick plod around with the marker set up. Again, because it's that time of year now, it's mid-October, I haven't got my marker rod in the van anymore, as well as getting rid of me dog biscuits out of the van. One of the things that got cleared out when I had a tidy up. Did I say marker rod? Floater fishing rod. The floater fishing rod has now been put away for the year. Again, little did I know, coming to this place, it would have actually been very useful right now. So, I don't have me floater fishing rod, I don't have any dog biscuits, so what I am going to do, like I said, put the old marker rod out, have another feel around for the depths, and the plan is to fish some zigs. So I'm going to wind in a couple of the rods and fish probably over depth zigs. So I am basically surface fishing but via a zig. So I need to get the exact distance for that. Well, you know, the height in the water. When I was marking it yesterday, I didn't really measure the distance exact because I didn't think I'd be zig fishing. Little did I know. Right, anyway, it's still clipped up at 7 wraps from the right hand rod yesterday, which it is, so I'll have a little plod out into the left hand side of the swim. I'll just leave it at 7 wraps and see what depth we got there. Probably off that bar, and then I'll have a feel on top of that bar as well and see what the exact depth is on top of that bar. don't know if you can see the float over there, but that is pretty much about 6 foot. On top of that bar again. Yeah. Right. And on top of that bar it's about 5 foot, so we'll do a 5 foot zig and a 6 foot zig, which should be on or near the surface. Right. Let's get that change made and see if we can start catching on zigs in mid-October. He looks pretty. Still halfway trying to get ready for a zig. Just on a 3-line bit of bread.
Ready? Yes.
Look at the scales on that. That's a pretty one.
Thank you.
It's much prettier than you.
Yeah, true.
Here we go then, guys. First blood to Craig.
And a bit of flicker fishing in middle of October.
I know.
Hey?
These fish don't know what bloody season it is, do they?
Off the top with bread.
Oh no, in mid-October. Look at that, oh, the scale pattern on that.
£22 on the nose.
How golden it
I
is
actually
as
think
well.
that's a surface PB, mate.
Oh, is it?
But I'm not getting wet because it's freezing. I'm already wet. Lovely skeleton.
Yeah.
To be fair, most of the mirrors in here are pretty scaly and nice.
Oh, I was halfway through time me first zig when I don't want to show you that side. There we go. Oh, what's nice golden colours as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, back in my swim now, guys. Almost finished preparing the first zig. So all I've done is took the rig tubing off, and then sort of above the lead clip system is now naked, and just put on one of the elongated tail rubbers now, and then very simple zig, got a size 6 hook, and all I've done, put a bit of silicone tubing over the eye just to aid with the direction that the line comes out the back of the hook. This is the 5 foot zig, and I thought I had some fake bread in my pot of beetling, but I haven't anymore, so I don't know what I've done with it. Must have binned it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some of the 15mm beaten nana pop-ups, and then what I'm going to do is just chop it down to make it look a bit rough, so it no longer looks like a bit of, or it no longer looks like a round 15mm pop-up. Well, it still sort of does, but we'll make it more kind of lump of bread kind of looking. Right. There we go. There's some bait stops here somewhere. As you can probably tell, I haven't brought my glasses with me, so and it started raining again also. There we go. Right. Let's see if we can catch some fish on zigs in October.
See it?
Mm-hmm.
Not where I wanted it, but
It's close enough, only a couple of foot off on it.
yeah. The one before sat in the net. Fish number 2. So this rod's only been in the water about, what, 5-10 minutes?
Yeah.
Seen some fizzing to the left of my swim. I quickly dropped a rig out there. That's pretty much it. It just raced off. Couldn't believe it, to be honest. And it's a nice 17 £2 common. Put up a good fight. So yeah, one off the surface, one off the bottom.
Ooh, yeah.
We were. Yeah, happy with this one. Very nice.
Oh, good timing.
Well,
Oh,
dilly dilly.
dilly dilly, guys. Look like what's the name for Sesame Street then? Don't know the one. Leave my nips alone.
Big bird.
No, the one who goes. Anyway, right. So I was about to do an update, guys. So I'm still fishing on zigs at the moment on 2 rods, but the activity we saw earlier on with fish on the surface, feeding on the surface, even just cruising around is completely
Bunkers.
well, it was, but it's got, but now it's gone.
Yeah.
There's pretty much. So it just must be a morning thing.
It's.
I know when I get up in the morning I like a bit of a feed, but
And you're always up in the morning.
yeah. So yeah, as the day's gone on, we've slowly seen the amount of fish on the surface, feeding on the surface, even just cruising around, slowly kind of dissipate, and now to the point now where there's nothing, is there?
No.
So it'll be time to change back to the bottom bait rigs now, I think, because that second fish Craig just had was on the bottom. Not your bottom.
Cheeky.
Do you know, someone said in one of our last video together,
Yeah.
we got a bit of a Brokeback Mountain thing going on together.
Did you tell them?
It's a secret. Shh. So anyway, guys, so yeah, that's going to be the tactics. I'm gonna, one rod is already lent up against me bivvy. I'm gonna re-rig that back onto a bottom bait rig, and then one at a time the zigs will get wound in and go back out onto the bottom. The right hand rod on that far tree line over there is going to stay in the same spot. The middle rod on top of the bar, that's going to be on the same spot. But we've witnessed a fair bit of fizzing to my left of my swim, but more out in open water today. So the left hand rod will go on that. It's probably only about 3 or 4 rod lengths out from the bank, and about 5 rod lengths that way. But
What way? That way.
that way. But so yeah, so, and what I've done as well, just to keep the fish feeding on that spot, just before I filmed this bit, I trickled a little bit of bait in. It's dead in line with the outlet that's to the left of my swim, and I've just underarm chucked a couple of handfuls of boilies onto that spot. So that's going to be the tactics going into the evening. I'll make a small change on bait colour as well, because fished yellows last night, they haven't done anything. I'm still going to stick with the IQ D-rigs, still on the beat banana, but I'm going to change to white wafters instead of yellow wafters.
I'm going to do the same.
Or depending on where you're from in the country, wafter.
I thought you said something else then.
Well, some people call it wafter, some people call it wafter.
What do you call it?
Slightly popped up bottom bait. So anyway, so that's the tactics going to be going into the evening, guys. So
Tic-tacs.
yeah, my tic tacs. Do you want a tic tac?
I'm going to change my tic-tacs.
Right, anyway guys, I'm going to crack on and re-rig the rod that's up against my bivvy at the moment, which will be the left hand rod over there.
And I'm over there.
Right, anyway guys, I'm going to crack on and do that, otherwise this video will be too much waffle and not enough fishing, and we don't want waffle, do we?
I like waffle. Chocolate on top.
Right guys, so as I said in my last clip, I was making the changes to back to the bottom bait rigs that I started off on. Left hand rod's done, middle rod's done, and as I said before, the only change I've really made is switching to white hook baits from yellow. But on the left rod I did a match the hatch colour hook bait, which is coated in, oh, can you pass me that goo please? So I got match the hatch, there we go, and they look a nice luminous green because they're coated in some beat banana goo. It's some Hindus that had a little trial of making. It's they've said it's not going to make marketplace, but they've done a little batch just for us testers to have a go anyway. So yeah, so the match the hatch, there you go. Thank you very much, Gilly.
You're welcome.
So yeah, so the left hand rod is on a match a hatch coated in that. It's like goo, but Hinder's own version. Like I said, it's not going to make.
Have they called it who?
Who? Anyway, right. So anyway, as I was just going to say, guys, this is the third and final rod. And then what I'm going to do is not touch them then, rather than disturb them, because it's all quite close range fishing. So rather than disturb my swim again, once this goes out, the rods are just going to be left then until hopefully something fishy comes along and takes them. Beating on a who?
Nice.
Right, I've had another shout out request, guys, and this one is for Paul French. So, here you are, mate. Here's your shout out as promised. Tight lines, Paul. Oh, what you got in there?
Top secret. It's just a PVA stick. Dribbling. You catch that?
Probably heard it.
Yeah, no, I'm just getting it ready for my rig. Shall I show you the rig first? Simple Ronnie rig, and it's got a white 12mm Northern Special pop-up.
Hang on, don't move from there.
If you zoom on my face, you can get stuck.
No, I was looking at the rig, honest.
Thank you. Hello. Turn it round.
I can't see what you're doing now.
I can't see what I'm doing.
Well, put your sausage on.
Thank you. So you just thread it on. I can't get it in the hole.
Oh, do you often have that problem?
Yeah. Actually can't. Right, here we go. There we go. Lovely.
And what's in your PVA stick?
I got in there some hemp oil. It's got the Life System bag mix. I've actually crushed up some porridge oats as well. That's in there, which creates a nice cloud. Small 2 and 4mm pellets. Just a general, really. My stick's very slippery. Don't know why I'm still using this massive spice.
That's like the longest
I know.
baiting needle in the world.
Oh, do you want to see my other rig? My Terry Herm rig.
Oh, go on then.
Hang on.
Let's make this little rig section even more longer than what it is.
I just remembered, because we haven't really showed it yet. It's a bit different.
You're a bit different.
I know. I'm Matt, not Craig. Right, shall I get this one out first? And then we'll show you the Terry Herm. All the suspense is killing me. So yeah, this is what caught the second fish, the common. So I was watching a video on YouTube. I watched it ages ago, but for some reason I watched it again. It was Terry Hearn's quest for, I think it was the little grey, and he goes for about using casters. So I sort of copied what he's done. If I can get it. You hold my lead. Thank you. So basically you've got 5 casters stuck together.
Was you holding it up in front of the lens then, right? Or in front of the screen then, rather than the lens?
Shut up. Bit of black foam underneath. Hey, it's just a simple rig taking off a bit of the on there like that. So basically it sits on the bottom and it literally just hovers above the hook, so the hook's flat. And that's what done the damage on the second fish. So again, you know, it's somewhat different to what everyone else does.
Apart from Terry Hearn.
Apart from Terry Hearn, and I am not Terry Hearn.
Oh no, because Terry Hearn's a legend and you're just a leg end. Well guys, it's Saturday night. I'm not at Aspen Lake this time. I haven't gone to South Cerney this time. But, oh, butterfingers. But, still got the Saturday night fish and chips.
Oh yes. And a good
and
one
curry
of that.
sauce. And mushy peas. Dilly dilly.
Dilly dilly.
You know what happens though, when I have fish and chips?
Don't catch.
It's normally the only fish I get.
Hold it up, I'll take a picture. Whoa. That's like...
That was a bloody pig and a half.
Bloody hell.
I think that was, I think you might just have the ripples in shot.
That's huge.
Oh, that was a proper silk pig just pushed out.
Ain't too far away from my spot.
Oh no.
Another one. So this was taken on the left rod, Ronnie rig, with a 15mm live system pop up. So I've done like a match the hatch and tic tac, and it's worked.
Very good tic tacs.
Yes, it is very good tic tac. So I've caught all 3 now differently. One on bread off the top. One using that Terry Hearn rig which we've seen earlier, and now pop up on a Ronnie rig. So 3 different tactics, 3 fish on the bank.
Nice.
16.5 pound.
You obviously picked the best swim, didn't you? Seeing you got here first.
No. To be fair, all swims on here are good. Let's get the other side. Some nice skull patterns again. Not bad, is it? Hey? Right, should we slip her back?
Well, unless you want to carry on holding her all night.
Could do. Do you want to hold her?
Let me have a touch just so I can remember what a fish feels like. Oh yeah.
Slippery.
They're wet.
They are wet. You.
Alright then guys, we've come to the end of our very wet and very muddy session now.
Yes.
Thanks to Craig, saved the blog with 3 fish. I've blanked
Again.
again.
And again.
I've blanked. I'm wet. I'm muddy. I'm cold. I need a poo.
It was a good weekend. You sort of had a fish.
Right.